Hello everyone, welcome back to the Robo Samurai channel, and today I'll be reviewing the last figure from this Worlds Collide set, and it's Black Arachnia. So we already know what the box looks like, I just have that here for display. So let's take a quick look at this thing, and I'd have to say that I don't own the other mold, but after getting this, I might get it because this particular one here, I know what it's trying to evoke. It's trying to evoke the original toy look, so it's a very different look. But the figure itself is a good representation of Black Arachnia. So, although let's just take a look at this and see what we go. You can kind of tell from all the detail on here that they've painted it in in that original kind of color scheme. And if you like that, that's something you can go for. But it's a very interesting looking figure from my perspective. Now, let's take a look here. Do we have any rotation here? Well, we got a little bit of rotation up here. And we have about that much spread on the legs this way, and she can do the splits that way. So that's what we got going on there. The head, very tarantulas looking head, is on a ball joint, so you can get it all the way around and back again. And then you've got the arms here and the claws, and they swivel around, and then there's a elbow bend right there. Also, you can also bring this the shoulder joint over, and you can do this. And all of these collapse, and each one of these legs, which we'll talk about in a minute when we get her into spider mode, can all be articulated to a degree. So there's what we got going on there. She does have her, what is this, a bow spinneret thing, and it will fit in her arm, just in her hands, just like that. So she can hold it and aim like that way. Her ankles have a tilt. I guess they have a toe tilt, kind of. I don't know if that's really counts or not. But yeah, you could get some dynamic poses out of this girl. So, yeah, not too bad, I guess. So let's go on ahead and get her into spider mode, and or in her beast mode, as it were. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lift this up here, and then this here part snaps into this here. So I'm going to undo this, and let's lift off the backpack and then pull it out, and it's on a double hinge joint, and you want to get it out like this and kind of open this up. Then we're going to take the head, and this part here you can untab it from here, and if I'm not mistaken, we can go ahead and pull this back like this, and the head will and the chest area will flip. The head will flip right into this area here, and the chest area you want to lift up here, and then we're going to bring this around here. The next thing we want to do is take the arms, and we're going to push down on them from this part like so, and then we're going to swivel this around that way. So that's how that's looking right there. And I usually just push this back here so that it does this. So you can push her head all the way through this. It'll fit. It's designed to fit her head thusly. So the next thing we want to do is collapse these legs. And we want to collapse it this way. And then actually we want to split this. Turn this around, and then bring it back around this way on our first leg. And then make sure that this is pushed up. This actually has this piece right here is it's a little bit of a slide there, and that's so that'll fit together properly with the rest of our back here. So we want to take this and then flip this back this way. Make sure this is pushed up. And then we're going to bring this over here so that it fits here. And this is supposed to tab in here. I don't know if you guys can see that a little bit there. And then make sure that these are pushed up. this here, yeah, there we go. You just want to kind of collapse all this together and then make sure that that green piece is pushed in. Do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to flip this around this way and then fold this back this way and then make sure that that kind of holds together there. Okay. Now we're going to take these here. Okay, so this is kind of accidentally flipped itself around. Make sure it's flipped this way so that when you look at the front of the spider, it looks like this. Push this back down and lock it into place. Then we're going to take this here, arm, and we're going to fold it down. And before we fold it down, fold out these legs, spider legs, and then give this claw a 180-degree rotation so it looks like that. And then we're going to take that and then loop it around the back of her heel here. We'll do the same thing on this one. Open up these spider legs, get them out of the way, go over here, flip, just turn this around on that elbow hinge, and then you're going to tuck this into here. All right, and then from here, we're going to make sure that these shoulders are kind of squoze together. That's there. You can push these up here and then kind of swivel these. These are all on little ball pegs here so that they're kind of nice and straightened up. And do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then just make sure that you have everything else collapsed properly. And her knees should be collapsed here as well. And then I just kind of give it a nice little squeeze to kind of push the whole package together. And there we have Black Arachnia in her spider mode. Now you can also take this and lift these up a little bit. You can adjust these legs in any position that you'd like. But that's essentially what it's going to look like. And I like to kind of clean this up a bit more. But yeah, you want to make sure that the back of this thigh matches the back of her back here. So, and then make sure these here go together that way. And you can push in that head a little bit. Now, what's supposed to happen here on the bottom is that these are supposed to tab together, but I can't get these to stay together. So when I have these this way and there's 2 tabs there and 2 slots, they're supposed to snap in and hold, and they don't really, so I just kind of leave it that way. Yeah, so, and sometimes when I finagle this and I move this thing around, it just kind of doesn't want to stay, but every now and I get this. Once in a while, this thing will actually line up properly and look really good. So now with this, you can take this and there's 2 tabs and you can kind of see them here on the camera. They're right there, and you can see that they've been scratched. The paint's been scratched a little bit on them. You're supposed to take this and tab them into here, and see this has already become untabbed again. And you're supposed to put it in, I believe, this way. You're supposed to tab them into the wrist areas that you see there. And I can never get this to stay, so I generally don't do it a lot. So, but it goes here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But again, this is kind of a tenuous little thing, so it doesn't really want to stay tabbed in. And I've tried this from different perspectives. That's about the best I can do. So, whoops. There we go. That's what we got. Oops, see, it does not want to stay, guys. So, yeah. What do I think of this particular toy? Well, I think that I prefer the original colors of Black Arachnia. I think, and her original head sculpt. I think that really, really benefits this figure. Outside of that, you know, because it came with this Buzzworthy Bumblebee kit, I think that you know, it's all right. And if you really kind of dig the whole you know, tarantulas kind of look, this might be the toy for you. Outside of that, I think that the mold itself is not too bad. I think it works out. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say. So thanks for joining me on this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more of my Transformers reviews or any of my other modeling reviews, and I will talk to you guys next time.